Today we're going to talk a little about the process of designing millwork when a customer gives you a project. So the process is not unlike the design process, which if you're taking my course, we will be getting into in the next few weeks for space planning. So I guess this is going to be a little preview into what the design process actually entails of, which is the programming phase, conceptual and schematic development phase, design development phase, and the administration phase. So in the programming phase, we are gathering intel. What are the needs of the clients? What do we currently know about the project type? What resources should I look at to help me develop a plan? What materials will I need to work with? How will this project be used by the users? What has been done in the past? What books or journals can you look at that would help give you information? So really what the programming phase is you're trying to understand the who, what, when, where, why, and how aspects of the project. So basically it's going to be the plan that directs your next steps. The conceptual and schematic development phases are when we start putting pen to paper and start playing with ideas, looking at all the options, deciding exactly what will be chosen to move forward with in order to finalize the project. So this phase deals with conceptual sketching, mood and finish boards if needed, some diagrams and models if needed, and anything that you might need to do to help you narrow down your design ideas to a single solution. Design development is where you take your final option and create the working drawings that will be used to help build the millwork piece. So this usually consists of CAD drawings and any schedules or legends that you might need to go with it. This is the phase where you now know what materials you're working with and what the project is looking like. So now it's your turn to give somebody instructions on how to actually build it. The administration phase consists of actually building the project for the client and then handing it over to them when completed. So for this exercise, we're going to practice those first three phases of the design process, which are the programming phase, conceptual and schematic phase, and the design development phase. So let's meet your client for this particular activity. This is Dr. Adam Abdallah and his lovely wife, Rachel. He owns a local chiropractic business and she owns an ultrasound business for expecting mothers. They both run their businesses out of the same commercial space. They're interested in updating their reception desk for both aesthetics and function. Having recently remodeled the office, the reception desk was the last thing they needed to update. Their office has soft tones of beiges and grays with dark wood trims. They would like the reception desk to reflect their office, but also be a little bit of a showstopper. They want it to reflect the same professionalism they both have for their businesses. They feel that the dark wood, along with some metals, and maybe even just a little pop of turquoise, are some great colors and materials for us to work with. They're looking for a more modern or contemporary style reception desk, and they need to have a desk that is straight in form, no L shapes, no curves to it, and they also want to have like a taller transaction counter that people can walk up to and like write checks or sort through their purses if they need to. But that transaction counter can also help block the back sides of the computer monitors and also give a little bit more privacy to some of the paperwork that their staff is working with. But they would also like to have a more accessible side to this reception desk where they can better interact with children or with shorter clients. They also think it's important for accessibility for the workers. Even though currently their workers are all able-bodied people, they don't want a desk that could be inaccessible for somebody else. They would like for two people to be able to work behind the desk, one to manage a little bit more of the phones for scheduling and managing paperwork, and the other to greet in-house clients and check them in or out as needed. They provided a small drawing that they did by hand to give you some of the basic measurements, which is what you see here. Alright, so we essentially just had our first communication with the client, and it's time to delve into the programming phase and sort through what information that we have and what information we need. In the next video, I'll discuss the process of programming in relation to this reception desk project.